Hello friends, welcome to the first session on the YouTube channel creation. So in this video, I am going to show you how exactly we are going to make use of different tools, different softwares to record your lectures. Screen recording, that's possible with the help of this particular softwares. So myself, I am Tushar Kute. I'm working as a researcher in Mythoscilologies. So we are having a channel of Mythoscilologies. So we used to work to create the videos for this particular channel. So let's see, in this session, in the first session, I'll be showing how to create the screen recorded videos. So let's say this. So there are two softwares available. I'm using Linux operating system, so most of the softwares are operating system independent. So if you're using Windows or Mac OS, it doesn't matter. Almost all the screen recording softwares are available for all kind of operating systems. So in this session, I'll be showing use of the software. The first software is Simple Screen Recorder. So Simple Screen Recorder is the software which is used to record your screen, what operations you are doing on the screen with audio and visual recording. It's possible with this. This video which I am showing to you is also created with the help of the same software, Simple Screen Recorder. So you just can check the website of it. It's the name of the developer martinburt.pe and /simple screen recorder. So you can see all the information about the particular software here. You can download it, and downloading information and installation of the same is mentioned on this particular website. Along with the same, one more software is used. It's called as OBS Studio. OBS Studio is available for Windows, Mac OS and Linux. We can just download. It's a free and open source software for video recording and the live streaming. If you click on your respective operating system, so this will be downloaded, and we can make use of it almost in the same way, only the GUI is different. They contain the shortcut keys and then how recording is done, how it's saved, all these things that we can get from here. So in this short video, I'll be showing how to record the respective videos, how to set the properties here. So either first one or the second can be used because they are very beneficial and handy use softwares available in the world of computing. Okay, so just minimize this, and now I'll show you how to create the video. So I'll just open my softwares. Here my Simple Screen Recorder is present. So if you're using on Windows, a similar kind of operations are possible. Okay, so it's a Simple Screen Recorder which is used to record your screen and record your video. So you can see this one. When you open this, you'll find one icon present over here. The Simple Screen Recorder's icon, by which you can see its Simple Screen Recorder is now active here. And now we have to set the properties of it. So first of all, you have to decide your content, you have to decide all your topic, what you are going to do, and after that we just start recording of it. So this is the first screen of it. I'll just make a continue for this. Okay, now see, this is the input profile. So when you start recording a respective video, we need to define your profiles, like what kind of video input you require. Means I want to record the entire screen, so this is my screens which are mentioned here. If I'm having multiple screens, like I'm having one more screen connected to my HDMI, so that will also be visible here. Currently I'm having only single screen which is here present. Or I want to fix a rectangle, means a particular specific part of the screen, that's also possible. I can select a rectangle here, like I want only this part to get recorded. Okay, so this size will get mentioned here. I don't want that, then I can follow the cursor only. Means wherever the cursor is moved, accordingly that your recording will be done over there. Okay, so that's follow the cursor and record OpenGL. Okay, it's not required much. If you're comfortable with OpenGL, you can make use of this facility also. So currently I'm using the entire screen. So whatever resolution that the screen carries, that's present and possible here. So currently I'm having 1366 pixels in X and 768 in Y. Okay, now what's a frame rate? Frame rate means number of pictures per second. Okay, so depending upon the frame rate, the size of the video will vary, because if number of frames, the number of pictures in single screen are more, so obviously size of the video will be more. So 30 is a standard frame rate. When you record the videos, we can make it 24, we can make it 40, 50, 60 also. Your video will be containing more good resolution, good streaming in that case, but the size of the video will be more. Okay, or if I want to scale the video, okay, if you scale this from this dimension to these dimensions, that's also possible, but I'll skip it. If I want to record the cursor, by default cursor is recorded, means your mouse will also be visible inside the video. So to do this one, I am using record cursor. Then audio input, what kind of audio input is required, that's also mentioned, record audio. In my case, I'm having multiple audios present here, so by default I'm using the pulse audio for my system. Now what the source of it, that is built-in analog audio stream which I'm having to my system. So this is I will record. It's a very important part to define or to identify what is your audio stream present. Okay, so based on the audio stream, the audio input of your video will be decided. So I'm choosing the pulse audio over here. So maybe if you're not knowing what audio stream you're having, we have to just make a trial and error, or just can check it on your My Computer's properties, what audio stream, what's the name of your audio given over there. So based on that, we need to choose this particular audio stream here. Okay, one more thing that you have to mention, that what is the input volume, what is the output volume. So this is two volumes which are mentioned here. In Windows also similar things are happening. This is my output volume. Okay, it doesn't matter what output volume we are having there, but what input volume is present. My input volume is the recording of mic is almost 50% only. Remember, I keep 50% because when I increase that one, it will create a distortion in the sound. Okay, so 50% is fine. My sound recording will be good, and you can easily listen to that particular sound when the video is there in front of you. Okay, so that's input and output. This is output sound, input sound. Output sound doesn't matter, but input sound is very important to know. So input sound is at 50% level for my case. We just can change it 70-80% also. Try that. So trial is the best way to learn the things. That's what I learned by using this mechanism also. Okay, so recording the audio is mentioned here. Now let's continue. Okay, so this is also one of the important thing, output profile. So previous for the input profile, now I'm having the output profile present over here. Now output profile, the first thing that where you have to save the file. Most of the time the setting is not visible to general purpose user. By default it saves that in video folder, your document folder, your C drive, D drive, like that. So that path we can change from there, and here I just given the path. Okay, check it out. These are the default path for my system. Just like I am recording this lecture, so and this name I have mentioned here, video 1, how to record a lecture, new.mp4. If I click on the browse, you can choose your path from where you have to record this. Okay, that's by clicking onto the path. So generally the path is taken by default as your video location. Default video location on your system is taken as the path of it. But if you don't require it, we just can browse it and set your path to save your recorded lectures. Okay, now what kind of file you require. So here multiple files are present, you can check it out. You might be aware about this, MKV, MP4 and WebM. OGG is also one of the recorded format, but most of the mobiles, most of the computers, operating system supports MP4 format by default. That's why I'm choosing MP4. MP4 contains the MP3 audio stream by default. That's why they are compatible to all the operating system, as well as they are compatible with the all the softwares and the systems also. Okay, so just make sure that what exactly video streaming you are choosing. And even Matroska is also very useful from last few years. MKV file format is also become one of the useful format. It's compressed file format than the MP4. If you want to use that, also is possible. Somewhere WebM is also available. WebM is the video file format to view your video into the browsers. Okay, so to view the browsers we'll be using WebM. Even some of the videos present onto the YouTube, they are also present into the WebM file format. Okay, like this. So I'm using MP4. So in what format you have to record, that's also mentioned. Now which codec we are using here. So codec means the video encoders. Okay, video coders basically to store the videos and audios together. So here I am using H.264. It's a standard of video audio integration format which I have chosen by default. If you want to choose others, it's fine, but currently in my system it's not available. I have to use by default H.264. If you want to use others, so you require the drivers, and that require to get installed in operating systems. Okay, so I'm using H.264 driver here. Okay, constant rate factor I keep default as 23. It's not required to change. Don't change the things if you are not knowing it, because when advanced level video recording are required, that time you need to change and perform these operations. Here I'm using preset as super fast. So super fast, just like when the streaming is done, constant rate of streaming is maintained in case of this particular super fast game. So we can allow frame skipping also. And in case of audio format, so when I'm choosing MP4 format for video, I've chosen MP3 format for the audio. So we can make use of others too, like Vorbis format and AAC. So AAC is also one of the great format that is used to store the audio into it. But as we are comfortable and familiar with MP3, we can make use of MP3 here also. So MP3 audio will be connected to your MP4 file, and the bit rate for audio is 128. So remember, 128 is the average bit rate for the audio. You can choose 256 kbits per second. That's also one of the format of the audio is possible. But again, audio quality will be good in 256 kilobits per second. Even 512 is also possible. But the problem is that size of your video recorded will be more if you are incrementing or adding more kilobits per second as a bit rate there. So I'm keeping average bit rate as 128 kbits per second. Okay, that's how the output profile is expected. Okay, and now let's continue the last phase of it. Okay, now when I shifted to the last screen, you just can check the icon has changed to another gray pause button. It means that now you are set for the recording. Okay, now we are set for the recording. Now how to do the recording? When I click on start recording, recording will be started. But remember, when the recording is started, this window will also be seen initially. So we'll minimize and then we'll perform the operations. Okay, like this. So in order to avoid that, set the hotkeys. Hotkeys mean the shortcut keys by which you can start recording and stop the recording. So here I'm using Control. Okay, so options are given here. Control, Shift, Alter, Super. Super means Windows key. And here which key you have to work with. So I'm using Control R. Okay, so though you minimize this, then also when you press Control R, automatically the recording will be started. Remember that. So when you press Control R, recording will be started and you will get the icon like this. So this is my already created software where the recording is already started in red color. So red color identify that the recording is started. Do you want to check it how recording is started? So one more window I'm having here. See this. This is the current recording which I am started with. You can see the total time spent till the recording is 12. Okay, 12 minutes and some seconds are there. This is the frame rate, and we have converted this option of start recording to pause recording. So pause, stop and start. We are having the same button, that is Control R. So basically stop is not present. We have the start and stop, start and pause, sorry. So based on that we are going to save it. So the size in, size out are given, and what's the current size of the file is mentioned over here also, that is 32 megabyte almost is present there. Okay, so when you start recording, similar thing will happen here also with these shortcut keys, and this runtime information will also be maintained there. And if you start a preview, it will show a preview how your video will be looking like, and based on that we will decide the properties are working correctly or not. Fine. So when you minimize that, you have to press Control R, your recording will be started. But if I press Control R, my previous recording will be stopped and new recording will start. Okay, because same key is present over there also. Fine. Now one important option to use this here, like activate schedule or edit schedule. So when you click on that, I can add a schedule, recording schedules. On that time only the recording will be started, and automatically it will be stopped also, and data will be saved. So those who are not knowing what's the meaning of the software, so their screen recording is possible automatically at the background also. So with the help of that, schedule can also be activated. So all these facilities are available in the simple screen recorder. With the help of this simple screen recorder, we can record your videos and we can save that. So when you start it, you just look at it how it is working. When this is started recording already, we can pause recording, cancel recording, save recording. Save is not directly possible. You have to pause it first and then we can save this particular recording, or if you want to quit out of this particular window, for this quit option is available here. So once you have saved, once you press Control R, the recording will be saved at this specific location by the specific name of the videos, and that video we can use for further processing. We can upload that video on the YouTube channel. So just like the one which I have created, which I have maintained here in the same videos. Okay, so this is how the tutorials are possible, and to create that one, in the next video we'll see the prerequisite required to upload the videos on the YouTube. Okay, so that's it from the current file. Now I am pressing Control R, my video will be saved. Thank you.